Yeah, there we go. Now that'll get you recording. I want your smiling mug as the thumbnail, man. I don't want mine on there. But,
Okay, go ahead.
so kids, hey, here we are today. It's a special edition, a special episode of the Kong Family Show. We are going a little bit late. Normally, as you know, we go 8:45 in the morning, Mountain Standard Time today, because our good buddy Ivan Peralta Jr., he has so much value. He's a 6A and a Nagic. He's always posting out just one valuable, awesome sauce thing after another. And so this is like the second or third time that he's been on the show, and we really love having him come in whenever he wants to. And today he's got some really good stuff to share with us. Personally, I don't even know what it is, but I'm looking forward to learning about it, because basically what it is, kids, is that we are the Kong family, and we have this really simple goal. We just want to change the world. And people might think that's kind of crazy or, whatever, and that's fine with us. But we happen to know for a fact that it's actually realistic, and it's happening every single day. We actually get to be part of it. And it really is a neat thing, being able to change the world. And we do it by rolling with, yes, there we go. We're going with hydrogen rich, oxygen saturated, incredibly hydrating.
One glass at a time.
9.5 at a time, one lightning bolt in a box, one incredible guest, one awesome family, one fun and exciting show at a time. And so here today we have Ivan Peralta Jr. coming in hot, and he's got some great stuff to share with us today. So Ivan, let's go ahead and get on into it, man. Let's hear what you got. What do you got for the Kong family today?
Definitely. I mean, as we was talking earlier, right before we got on the show, cancer, it's a big business, and people are not getting knowledgeable enough to fight it. My father actually just passed away, detected cancer 6 months, got him on Kangen, natural stuff, but at the end of the day, it actually beat him. And there's something about all of us. We all want to go to heaven, but we don't want to die. So, knowledge is very powerful when it comes to those things. And before to start everything up, for those people that are watching the show and have these issues, I know JJ has talked about it, but this book is powerful, and it can help you actually, fight any cancer that you're dealing with. There is cure within yourself. Nothing that you take could kill you, and we're not putting any claims. We're just saying if you give the body what it needs, it'll heal itself. And we have doctors like this gentleman here. Healing is within, and this is from Stanley Winbridge, and actually right there. If you, since these books are cheap, $5 on eBay, I'd advise people to actually go ahead and get these books, because they teach a lot of stuff that really I would have never thought about it in my brain or from anybody that told me, unless the way they explain it in those books. And that's why they're awesome. I mean, your body rarely is what we call it. It's not sick. It's just thirsty. And don't treat your thirst with medication. So, basically I'm bringing these books because they actually, if you read them, they make a big impact within ourselves. And it really takes a little bit of time just to do so. And you'd be surprised, I tell you. You got the Hansa book. I mean, four generations living to 140 years old, from 100 to 100. Why? They got clean soil, they got clean water, and they got clean air. Something that right now in America we don't have. And we got to stop crying and start doing. I got a friend of mine. He's a ketone addict. He's from Prove It, and he's always saying you can eat anything, but you got to work twice as hard. Now, if you're not gonna cheat, then you don't got to work as hard. But if you cheat, you got to work twice as hard. And there's no complaints. And I get it. And now I understand why, you know, because we got to fight those things that are in our body. Instead of complaining ain't gonna, nobody listens.
Right.
You know, we gotta make things work and make it happen, you know, so that we could reverse aging instead of, you know, the stuff that are out there could actually, you know, make us age. And everybody's always saying, I mean, oh, you got beautiful skin. What are you doing? And I tell them, but then they don't do anything. So it really, you know, you really got to be disciplined, write your goals down, and go look for it. I wanted to share a few things that I'm taking, which is, it's new. It's called nutrition. And this is from a company that just started 5 months ago, it's a personal dietary nutrition for yourself. It's based on your DNA. So instead of taking blind nutritions, like you buy vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin D, and yet you don't know what your sufficiency is. So I got my kids here. You know what I'm saying? Say hi. What's up, buddy? How's it going?
Good.
So instead of taking you blind nutrition, the DNA test actually gives us exactly where your efficiency is, where you have one DNA from your parent, or you have both of them, or you don't have none. Well, this way of DNA test, making a nutrition for your personal. See it right here. It says this is designed strictly for Ivan Peralta. See that?
Battle Zone Beach. That's who it's designed for.
It's for the badass. It's for the bad man, you know. So yeah, and I would know yours would say con. This is designed for the con man, the con family show. What? So it really, there's a little bit of, I noticed when I've been taking this nutrition that I have more energy. My glucose is better. My focusness. You know, there's so many things that I've seen. But I'm still in that process, because this company just started 5 months ago. And I've never seen nothing like it. There's no company out there that will give you personal nutrition for your DNA, which is amazing. So yeah, and that being said, I mean, I take my CBD early in the morning every time. You know, I take 500 milligrams. This has no THC. This helps for, you know, pains, migraines. Basically what it does, it lubricates your cellular, basically your cells has these machines bumping, right? And where we consuming so much pesticides and preservatives, it dries it out. It really doesn't move to absorb all the stuff. So what CBD does, it makes it lubricated so it can absorb and produces, and that's why it gets rid of pain and other, you know, medical issues. I tell you, CBD's been out there since back in the 1800s. I mean, the paper companies used the cause that they were getting people, you know, high, and then, you know, they closed them down, but they didn't really tell them what, you know, the hemp is used for 25,000 products that we use. And matter of fact, the first American flag was made out of hemp. And they don't tell you those things, right? But it's all about business. And eventually the truth comes out, and it can't be kept quiet. So,
yeah, well, you know, that's the thing. I got to interject something really quickly.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Because, you know, hemp and even the marijuana plant, because they're both, you know, they're related, but they're not exactly the same. But they are probably the two most beneficial plants on the planet. And they have so many uses, so many things they can be used for, so many beneficial things. I always say, no wonder the government has made them illegal. And it's a bunch of nonsense. And that, you know, it doesn't have anything to do with getting people high or anything like that. It has to do with, this is something that can literally wipe out $1 billion industry. And so they can't have it legal. They got to get rid of it. It's just like the story with Royal Raymond Rife and his Renaissance technology and that kind of thing that's talked about in Bob Wright's book that you just, you know, the incredible book, you know, and you know, it doesn't have anything to do with what's real or what's right. It has to do with these evil people who are making billions of dollars off of the suffering of other people. And that's what drives me so nuts. And that's why I do what I do. And that's why I'm always constantly looking at the things that can help us all. And that's why I love having you on. I love being friends with you. And, you know, it was so great getting to meet you, give you a real hug down in San Diego. Yeah, you know, it's just freaking awesome, dude. And you bring so much value to the house that I want to have you on anytime you want to come on. Anytime you feel like you have something you'd like to share with the family, brother. You just
Thank you, JJ. Thank you. You know,
go ahead and continue on there. I just wanted to throw that out. And one other little thing about CBD, Kangen water makes CBD about 1,000 times more potent.
Oh yeah.
It's it makes everything better. I've actually shown in Khan's lab how Kangen water makes things better. And every day as my life goes on, as I continue to learn, I learn that Kangen water makes everything better. It doesn't matter what it is, it makes it better.
I always say that. It nourishes
CBD to whiskey. It makes it better.
It nourishes it. It actually makes things 10 times better. Exactly like you said. And at first I was like, yeah, right. But the beautiful about Kangen water, it allows you to be you. And that's why I'm always me, like no matter what. I had a friend the other day was, I got a little bit of poison ivy. And I said, oh yeah? Well, I got on my computer and I found out that Kangen water eliminates poison ivy. So I did a little picture and I put a little knowledge and I threw it out there and got her so into wanting to get a machine. I mean, you just got to find a different way on personal people. It's amazing, really. I just put on my Facebook and anybody willing to visit me and actually, follow me, because I'm always posting some great stuff and great information, where I had a client that just did her knee replacement. And I mean, there's some harsh pictures there, but it is pure facts. Every day that was sprayed that 2.5, we took pictures of it and we put it up there, and we show pictures that in 4 weeks her knee completely healed. 4 weeks, which is amazing. I don't think anybody has that out there. So we did that, and we're gonna keep doing other stuff. I was pre-diabetic and I'm not diabetic. I mean, I can't say Kangen water did, but I know Kangen had a major part of helping my body get rid of those things. Oh yes. And that's and you could get these. We're the only water that has clinical studies. Okay. You could get this book also in ironfaucet.com, and they're saying they didn't have no clinical study. Now we got the proof right here. We have a live doctor that's Flitzer, medical advisor, Enagic. So I mean, we have one of the most powerful doctors out there, Hiromi Ashinya, #1 doctor in Japan and in New York City. He's done over 300. He's invented the endoscopy. He's done over 350,000, and in his book says that Kangen water is the best water because it's uncompatible power for hydration, detoxification, and antioxidants. And that being said, I mean, this guy doing 52 years of service, it's not going to put that for no reason. I don't think he's going to put his business or his prestige on the line. And I mean, he's not part of Kangen water, but he admits it because he's done so many studies. That being said, I mean, what are we waiting to get it? You know what I mean? We got to jump on board. And who other better than the main man? Okay, the CEO for Enagic, the best company. If you're looking to do some passive income or have some spirit, freedom to have this peace that I have in my life, try to join Kangen water, because it really gets around you. Since you wake up, you brush your teeth, since you take a shower, since you cook, you're dealing with this man right here. Magic, Kangen water. If you're drinking anything else, I don't think it could compare to what we already studied.
So, hey, Yvonne, real quick, could you give everybody just a little bit of a hint? Because if I remember right, it seems like when you first got involved with Kangen water, a couple years ago?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. When you first got involved with Kangen water, you were just saying you were pre-diabetic, and you also were a couple 250.
262 pounds.
262 pounds. And where are you now?
I'm 178. I'm 178. I'm pre-diabetic. I have suffered from asthma since I was a kid. I don't take any pump anymore. I don't take any diabetes pills. My energy is amazing. My skin is amazing. I tell you, it's been a life-changing. I mean, spiritually, mentally, and physically, I tell you, because I wake up nothing to worry about. I wake up with a smile on my face. I'm so happy to be part of this company. I mean, you really got to find what you love inside. Maybe it's not Kangen water. Maybe it's cutting the grass. Maybe it's doing this show, JJ. Whatever it is that moves you and that you love and that you see, just go for it. It's gonna worth more, even if you're in the street. It's gonna worth life living. And I really found mine in Kangen water. Kangen water is it for me. I mean, even or Kong, you know what I mean? So it really, even though I'm part of other passive income, but it's because I probably love the product. I'm not so crazy about it, as passionate as I am with Kangen water, but I drink my hemp infused coffee too from HempWorks, but it's something I love, but it really doesn't drives me like Kangen water. So the real deal is here. It's not about you just jumping on Kangen water just because you need it. That's for sure. But find what you love. When you find something you love, you find the peace in you, and you can have somebody yelling at your face, and you're in cloud nine, and cloud nine, happy as hell,
Well, the thing is, Yvonne, the thing is that, like we just said a minute ago, Kangen water makes everything better. It doesn't really matter what it is. Kangen water makes it better. Mm-hmm. And so, whether you're a real estate investor, or whether you're involved with, HempWorks as your thing, or, whether you're in with one of these other CBD companies or whatever, it really doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
Kangen water makes it better. And it just, even if you're not into the business side of it, even if you do whatever it is you do,
right,
drinking Kangen water every day, it makes it better. And I know you agree with that. And I can imagine you even have some pretty good stories to tell about people that's lives have been made better just by simply putting this water into their life.
Exactly. I mean, we have thousands. We have over 400,000 in America and about 1.2 million in worldwide that use Kangen water. And we have thousands that became part of it and said they didn't want to do the business. But after drinking the water and doing what it does best, it's changed their ways of thinking. It's changed their ways of doing. It's changed their financing ways. So, maybe sometimes somebody needs 2 years. Somebody probably needs 2 months. It really doesn't matter. But this is a need that we all need. And there's no excuse for I don't take no excuse. I really don't, because, I know what's best. When I don't know what's best, I used to keep quiet. But when I know it's best, You know, when somebody loves you, they're going to push you around. When they don't love you, they're just going to leave you alone. So I'm going to be pushing you around. And maybe they don't like it, but you know what? It's basically, once you try it. See, when you try it and you try it, right? 30 days, you try it, and you tell me you don't want it, I will leave you alone. Because I know in those 30 days, you're going to be sold in or sold out. But those 30 days are going to change you, because it changed me in 2 weeks.
You know, Ivan, that's exactly the truth too. I got to give everybody a real quick example of that I just love to death. My friend Steely Dan Collins, he just bought a machine. We put it in on June 19th when we were on our way down to San Diego. He lives down in Las Vegas, and he told me, he said, you know, I don't want anything to do with the business. I'm not going to tell anybody about it. I just want to get it, you know. After he watched Bob Wright's show, he ended up deciding that he needed to get a machine. He ended up buying a K8. And then down the road, a month and a half later, he says, you know, if I would have known all it would take is $5,000 to shut you up, I would have bought this machine 2 years ago. And the funny thing is now that he's been drinking the water for about a month and a half, and he's 74 years old. He's one of my river rafting buddies. He's 74 years old. He's had at least 2 heart surgeries, if not more. And he's got 1 lung and 1 kidney. And after drinking 10 days, he called me up, Jay, 118 over 80. And at first I didn't grasp what he was talking about. And then I went, oh, your blood pressure. He goes, yeah, dude. I went in for my checkup and I had 118 over 80. He goes, I can't even remember. I don't even remember ever in my life having my blood pressure be that good. And now he's talking to people about it. He's telling everybody about it. He's calling me 3-4 times a week because he's all stoked about this water. And he went, no, I'm not doing the business. I don't care about it. I'm not telling anybody. I just want to drink the water. You know, and that's the same way I was. And I know there's a lot of people that are like that. But once
it might take him a few more months before he decides to share it. Again, this is not a sell business. This is a referral program that we have of a great product for your health. And what we do is share it with you. And when you buy it, yeah, we make a few bucks, but why not share something you love to the people that you love? It's that simple. It really is that simple. We don't have to, you know, I'm not the person to call you and nag you about it. I just, when you see me or you hear me around, I'm going to be talking about my water. So if you don't want to hear it, then don't be around me, because I'm always going to be talking about my water.
Exactly.
It's that plain and simple. So, you know, Gene talked about those people. It's not about just what we eat or it's the people that surround us, you know. You know, if it's your family member, sometimes most of the time it is your family member. If they're not willing to budge in, or, you know, they're willing to pay $500 to go see Jay-Z, but they're not willing to pay you $50 to support a family member. So see the problem? Now, I tell you, they're not going to make any money out of that $500 spent at JC, but I promise if they put some value in my family, in me, that I'm going to nourish that $50 in my family branch.
Amen.
Feel me? So the real is, you got parents there that'll give you their kids a $1,200 phone, but they won't pay a $2,000 machine. You know, and it makes no sense. You know, that's what half of them are broke. The parents are in their own little world, and you know, but you know, people are waking up. Health is a big problem, and it's
Ivan, real quick. I know that Rodgar, he just put up his hand. He wanted to ask a question or make some sort of a comment. So, Rodgar, what's up, man? Let her fly.
¿Cómo estás,
I had a question about that 2.5. How fresh that have to be after you spray a wound or like that? How long it stays their quality?
All day, brother.
Like the 2.5.
The 2.5 all day. Once you spray it, just
No, how long stays that? Like the other water goes acidic again. This as well.
So if you make 2.5 and you have it in a dark container, it'll last up to 3 weeks, almost a month.
3 weeks. Oh, that's
yeah.
pretty long.
Yeah,
Well,
it's powerful. It really is. But you know, we recommend if it's sitting and you're not using it to, you know, 2 weeks, you know, rewash it, get rid of it, and pour it.
Hmm.
Find somewhere to use it. You know, if you're having a bucket, right, and it's going more than 3 weeks, then you're not using it properly. You got to use it more for a lot
No,
of things.
I was just wondering how long that lasts.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
well, let me add something to that, Rodgard. We did a special edition show a while back with Jerry Kostica, and he's done some actual tests on the 2.5 water, and what he has found, and I've actually been doing some stuff with this as well. And what we learned is that the 2.5 water actually loses its power with age. It even, you know, if you have it in a completely full container like stainless steel or glass, you completely fill it full, you close it shut tight, it will last for quite a while. But once you open it up and air starts getting to it, it starts losing its power pretty dang quickly. And he actually used the chlorine test things that the health department uses to test this out. And he says that basically the 2.5 water in a storage situation, once it's been opened up, it only lasts for a couple of days. Now, the 11.5 water, on the other hand, that if it gets stored, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger with age. I've actually learned this from some of these cleaning tests I've been doing, like on my generator and the back of my truck and that kind of stuff. And I've found that, yeah, if you put it in one of those Black & Magic bottles, fill it all the way to the top and close it up, and you can, that stuff will last for like 90 days. And you can take it out and clean something off like crazy with it.
Right.
That's what Jerry ended up doing from all of his basically scientific tests he was doing. The 11.5 water gets stronger with age. The 2.5 water loses its power with age. And the best time to use the 2.5 water is right out of the machine. That's what he learned. If you really have something that is an ish, you know, you got an open wound, you got you know, your poison ivy, something like that, the quicker you can use the 2.5 water on it, the better. And, you know, I always thought that the 2.5 lasted for 2-3 weeks. And what Jerry found out is that when you like shake it up and you smell it and it's like, whoa, and it about blows your nose hairs out, that does not mean that it's stronger. That's actually the chlorine has come out of it. The chlorine that's actually doing the damage to things, that's actually come out, and that's why it smells so gnarly, is because it has actually lost its power. And so, you know, the key word, the rule of thumb is just make sure that you use that 2.5 water as quickly as you can. And then if you have any doubts, just make some new. And, you know, and so that's what
I get to use it. I fill it out and I get to use it within a week. But black container, because I use it for almost everything. I see a fly and I'm spraying it in the air. You know, I'm like the American Wedding guy. I don't know if you remember the movie that his father was with the little everything. It was with the spray Windex, and I'm exactly like that with the 2.5. I mean, remember the property. It's just like you said, JJ. The effects of the properties that affect the water. It's air, light, and movement. Those are the three properties that actually deplete the potency of what the machine does with our water. So it's like you said, if you move it a lot, or if you have it open, or it's given light, then it's gonna lose the power of it, and that's why we recommend people to have these machines in their home, because you could go get as many waters you want, but you're gonna store it for how many days? Because nobody's drinking 2-3 gallons of water a day like we do, you know. So that's why the machine is it's awesome to have it right in your home, and open your, if you got to open your machine 10-20 times, do so, because I have friends that weren't doing that. They were actually storing the water in the fridge you know, and you're not getting the best quality of water. Get it from your machine. As many times you open it, wait a second or two, grab that, run it slow, and enjoy every single drink of it, because it's amazing. It really is. Every time I see that cloud, I am in cloud 10. I told you I was in cloud 9. Now I'm in cloud 10 with that cup of juice.
Dude, I love your passion, man. I love your passion for this company. And
oh man, I love it, brother. I love it. I mean, and it's simple. You know, we don't sell much. We sell a few units. You know, we don't have like 100 product. We have 6 special units. You know, that's been going since 1974. All right, the company started in America in 2003, but we keep it simple. You know, don't believe those filters out there. They're made out of plastic or stainless steel. Plastic produces mold, stainless steel produces oxidation. Our system is made of platinum titanium. It doesn't oxidize. It doesn't produce mold. It is used for your scoliosis, for your knees, for any bones that is. We put those screws. Why? It doesn't oxidize. The body loves it. It works with the body. It doesn't produce any. And that's why our machines are so way different than other. We're copyrighted. That nobody can copy us. We're the pioneers. So I mean, this. What else can you hear? You know what I'm saying? We're giving you the 4 facts of the company. We're killing it. People, 5,000. I tell you, I'd rather sell 100 to 100 people, $5,000 unit, than sell 500 $500 unit to 5,000 people. Now think about that.
Yeah.
Why? Because this, the best, right here. The products are unique. They're not going to change, and they're going to be here for ages. It's going to be here for ages. This is a simple book that I have for presentation. You can get this from Omar or from me. They sell for $35. It's pretty simple. You know, it talks about where the waters naturally occur in 5 different countries: India, Pakistan, Mexico, Germany, and you know how the company. We found out these scientists and we started doing these machines. We're the EOM of the companies where we do. Our machine does, before cleaning, it makes it antioxidant alkalinity and microcluster. You know, oxidation is a big problem, but it makes it age just like an apple. You know, instead of making us young, it's making us old. You know, oxidation. Back in the days, when we used to open water, it used to be brown. Now the government uses lye, which is now you don't see it, but because you don't see it, don't mean it's not there, right? So, you know, all the tests of what tea does, -80, you know, oranges, olive oil, our machine does. It's like eating 10 oranges in 1 cup of water. So, you know, it gives you, oh, this right here, this book is bad. Either you alkalized or you die. All right. Don't treat all diseases strive from the same cause, too much acidic. So, you know, don't sell it for me. You know, this man has been a doctor for many years. So, doctor, what is his name? Can you read?
Oh, the Rudy. Hey, I saw you under there.
Yeah, you saw me.
I saw you too.
So, you know, we talk about the pH, you know, 0 to 14. Our machine does from 2.5 to 11.5. You want to stay in the alkalinity side because our blood, it's 7.365 and some vary to 6.4. But if we're consuming this, there's nothing good that's giving our body. So we've got to forget about this sector and worry to stay in this sector so that our body can do what it does best. So it's pretty simple. You know, and you know, you're sick. Don't treat your sickness with medication because we're not doing math here where 2 negative makes a positive. 2 negative, we're gonna get you back to cancer. You know what I'm saying? So, what's microcluster? Well, you know, when a whole bunch of apples are together and they can't be washed. Right? So if you shrink all those apples, they all can't get washed. So it's the same when we put them in our body. Instead of cleaning our body, it's sitting because it's so big. So here, it's actually going into your body and detoxing. And that's where the process comes to detox, the uncompatible power of detox. And don't say it and I'm not saying it from me. I'm saying it from this main doctor here that made the endoscopy. I mean, this is a lady with cancer with 45 years, breast cancers. 3 months later, drinking Kangen, went from going dark to sunlight. Imagine that internally.
Amazing.
It's amazing. So, I mean, you know, these books, you can find them right here. It tells you it makes 7 different waters. And the best part of all of this, you know, we only got these products. We don't have 100 products, you know. We got the Anespa, we got the machine, and we got the Ukon, you know, turmeric. Everybody, thousands for years, everybody knows what turmeric has been doing. Now, look at this plan right here. The Enagic business, okay? I've never seen nothing like this. I tell you, there's no monthly fees. There's no monthly qualification. You get paid every day. You know, there's international sales. You learn 9 different ways. And you don't even have to be present. You have somebody in India that wants to buy water. You tell them, hey, I got an Enagic is in India, in the city. It's in this address. You Google it. Boom, you send her the address. She goes and drinks the water. She wants to do the business. She signs under you. Boom, you get a check 10 days later in your mailbox. You know, you sell the unit. It's $4,980. You get paid up to $2,800. You know, how do you? It's 53% of. Where do you make that type of income? Every company that's out there selling a product only sells about 30. You only make 30%. If so, okay. This company is the other way around. You know, I mean, I don't want to go with the business. I usually show the product. And if you want to know the business, you got to be product of your product. If you're not a product of your product, you cannot convince me to buy something. That's that simple, right?
Right.
If you have something and you're not taking it for yourself, what makes me believe that it's good for me?
Yeah.
Is that correct? You got to be a product of your product. I mean, you can learn this from Les Brown, many Jim Rohn, self-development. They teach you a way of life, a way of business, and it's nature. It's got to be in your blood. You know, you can't just start from day and expect to. There's guys that got it in their blood. They just started and boom, they're blown up. Look at that Matthew, man. He became a 6'8", 3-4, and I think it was 5 months.
That's pretty quick.
Huh? It's in a year, 5 months or 3 months. He said 3 months. I said, you know.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
My girlfriend just shoot me a question because she's working and she's watching as well. But she was asking me what would you recommend for headaches of the women have their monthly period and then they have their strong headaches. What would you recommend?
How much water is she drinking?
All what you can drink, a gallon a day.
A gallon a day?
Yeah.
How much she weighs?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Could be 180.
So if she's weighing 180, don't drink 1 gallon, drink 2 gallons.
Okay. So she's not drinking enough.
So it's not enough. The thing is, what people don't understand, to keep your body hydrated, it's half of what your weight is. But the problem is, we're drinking coffee, we're eating dinner, so we need to put that other half back into our body so that we don't have headaches.
So you have to make up for that what you're eating too.
Make up for that what you're eating, correct. That's what I did. You know, I was 260 pounds. It was almost close to 3 gallons of water, which I still can't do. I do two gallons or a gallon and a half. And it's good enough now because I lost weight. But when I was drinking enough water, I felt more energy. I felt more, you know, I didn't have no headache. I had no acid reflex. I didn't have all these things that were happening to me before. And there was lack of water and oxygen. You know, water gives us the oxygen that we need.
Usually I'm drinking about a gallon a day if I'm sitting in the truck. Today I'm home.
How do you feel?
I'm feeling good, but
At first it was impossible, but then when you drink Kangen, you become addicted to it.
oh yeah, for sure. Right away, if I'm leaving for a week for a mission trip or so.
How do you know that in your body? Well, sometimes you're not thirsty, but your mouth is so dry, and the body's telling you, I need more water.
Oh yeah, no, I'm planning on going on a couple of trips in the next couple of months, and I'm taking my K8 along.
Oh yeah, that's the best thing about our systems. They're portable. They go anywhere. I mean, I got a buddy of mine that goes out in a lot of lakes. He has a pump. He throws it in the lake and runs it through his solar energy thing and has his machine, and he's drinking water from the lake.
Dude,
I mean, the filter didn't last for much, but hey, he was drinking clean drinking water, so it's pretty cool.
Ivan, you know, you just said that. I need information about that. I need you to put me in touch with that friend of yours because I'm a river rafter.
There you go.
One of the things I really want to be able to do is take my machine.
I can see JJ going, I need water, Kangen water.
Yeah, exactly. And I need to be able to, I would love to be able to power it. I need to know what your friend's doing because I want one of those systems.
Hey, it's a simple pump, right? You throw it in the water, sends the water into the machine, right? The machine's connected through he has a little solar thing that kicks, I don't know, it powers up to a refrigerator. He has a little refrigerator and it powers it. And he has it connected, and basically every time he throws his pump in the ocean, the water starts kicking in. The machine will automatically turn on and fresh water right there. I'm like, oh my God.
Right. You know, I need that. I really, really need that. I took my water. I went on a river trip earlier in the spring.
Yeah.
A 6-day river trip. And all I could do was take bags of water and jugs of water. And so by the time 6 days went by, we weren't really getting Kangen water. We were having clean water, but it wasn't Kangen water, right?
Right.
If I would have had his system, I could have just taken my machine and I had it on there and had the ability to power it.
Right.
Well, I need that. I really need to know who this guy is.
I got you. He the only thing he tells me, don't let the pump hit the ground.
Yeah, it's only a pump that makes pressure, right?
He learned the balance and all the sand plugged up.
Yes, exactly. So, wow, that's cool. I gotta get a hold of that guy, man. I need to know about that.
Yeah. I'll pass it down to you, JJ. So I mean, again, one thing that I wanted to talk about, it's of me doing some research. There's this guy called Jim Humble. He's a priest for more than 30 years, and he's cured 43. Well, he says he cures, but again, what he does is he has a product that helps to kill bacteria and fungus and yeast out of the body. And then the body eventually cures itself. And he's done that with malaria. He's done that with AIDS. And he has more than 143,000 testimonies in his page. It's amazing. And basically he sells a book. And the book shows you how to use 28% of sodium and 50% of natural acid. And when you join them together by drops, it produces this active ingredient called miracle solution. And you mix it with some water and you drink that. And in 42 days of you doing it, 1 drop a day and 2 drops at the 42 after you reach 12 drops 3 times a day, it'll get rid of any diseases in your body. Because what it does, it puts your body, the acidic, to a normal state, right? So where it's not, your body's not fighting these diseases. So then what you're doing is now it's hydrating your body as well through Kangen water. That so you're giving the negative bacteria and the positive bacteria to be normal without no problem, and that's how it's really happening. And he has tremendous testimonies around the world. The government's been trying to shut him out for years, and the deal is he's going churches and he's going around the world undetected, and all he does is sell a book, and a lot of people are talking about that. So, I just wanted to share that with you because, we don't know what we don't know, right? So, what us smart people do before we make we find out what it is? Well, we give it a try, right?
Yeah, man.
It's not going to kill us, right? And I mean, if so many are doing it, and it says that it doesn't do anything to you, but neutralize the acidic levels in your body, so that those fungus, the yeast, don't feed or don't maintain feeding from whatever you eat or drink in your body.
Yeah.
So Jim Humble is the man. MMS is the product. Go search it. I really been sharing it for a few people, and it's been changing some lives. And it's just like Dr. Sebi. You guys ever heard Dr. Sebi?
No.
Dr. Sebi is a African male that went to Honduras, and he's cured many diseases as well. But he does it through herbs that we cannot find in the United States. Basically, there are in South America or Africa, and he's actually helped Michael Jackson and a lot of celebrities from many diseases. They murdered him last year or so. They got him in jail, and he didn't want to eat. So a big theory about they killed him or he died because he didn't eat. But Dr. Sebi is one of those people too that teaches to maintain your body in an alkaline state through food. So the difference with food and water, well, you're 75% water. So water would be your first option, and then foods and then putting your body in on a what they call it balanced state, which is homeostasis. Mm-hmm. So it's just bringing this information. I know it might, it's worry and it's scary to people, but I'm actually been using it for a few days, and I've seen a lot of results. I give it to my kids. My kid was sick the other day. I gave him 2-3 drops. He was coughing all that green stuff out of his body, like if it was like mosquitoes flying out of a nest.
One thing about all this, Yvonne,
mm-hmm.
and this is the Kong family show, and so I'd imagine there's people out there who maybe when they hear this and they hear that we're not necessarily talking about Kong and water, we're talking mm-hmm. about something else. I want everybody to understand something. That is that Kong and water is not everything. Right. It's just the biggest part of the equation, like even Dr. Michael says. Is it everything? No, it's not. But it's 75% or so, whatever, right. 72%, 75%. The rest, the other 25%, I always like using 75 just because it's a nice round number, right? So right. The other 25% is your diet. It's your environment. It's right. your exercise. It's your mindset.
Right.
But that's why things like this, why I love having people come on the Kong Family Show and sharing things that have been helping them that are in regards to those other 4 things: diet, environment, exercise, and mindset. Those right. 4 things are 25% of the equation. Kong's water is the other 75%. And that's right. why I love it when people want to come on the show and they have things that they've been utilizing. We've got things from like isogenics and and some of these other companies that are out there that have their products, you know, that are helping people. Hey, if it's helping people, great. I want to put it out there because that's what our goal is. That's what our desire is we want to help people. And you understand that Kong's water is not some miracle. It's a tool. It's a gift. It's, you know, the miracle is this thing, as we've said 1,000 times on this show. This is the miracle right here.
Amen.
Cure. It's not some herb. It's not this water. It's not some drop or anything like that does the curing. No, this does the curing right here. And so what I would love you to do, if you wouldn't mind, Yvonne, even if you know, I don't know how these companies operate, whether they're some sort of network marketing thing. If they are, great. That's awesome. What I would love you to do, if you wouldn't mind, is when we get done with this show, if you could go to the Kong family page, scroll down to this section where you can see it, and then in the comments, will you please give people the information, how they can get that little flip book that you and Omar put together. Show them how they can get that. How can they get this MMS? How can they get this hemp coffee? How can they get all of these things that you've been talking about? And if they're getting them from you, great. That's awesome. I love it. Let's get them from you. Or
I'm gonna tell you, I don't care. It's awesome because that you brought that up. Because I don't make a profit on none of this stuff. I just share it because I've seen it works. And the great heart of this man, that he's not even trying to make a buck. All he's selling is the book that gets you the information to do it from your own home. I mean, you can find these on eBay and stuff like that. I would love to put those links in there. I'm going to put them in there. And again, I'm not making a profit on this. It's just great information on those people that are struggling of some disease and not being able to find a solution, because there is a solution for every disease out there. You know, if it goes up, it must come down. If it comes down, it must come up. So, and that being said, you know, we're opening those doors because there is a way. We just make it easier for you in this show. We just make it easier. Absolutely, brother. And that's what I love so much about you, man. That's why I'm so thankful and so grateful that we're friends and that we're partners in crime, you know, and, you know, that we're changing lives every day, man. It is an awesome thing to be part of. Everybody out there, just so you know, Yvonne and I, we're not on the same team, but we're in the same league. We got the same goal. We got the same mission. And, you know, we don't make anything off of what we do, but what we do get is we get a huge blessing in our hearts and in our souls and our minds, knowing that every day we're helping change the world. We're helping to accomplish the mission of the Kong family. And that's why. The 8 very good reason, okay? I'm going to say it, the first one: improve, save, right? Number 3, create. Number 4, prevention. Number 5, best. Number 6, insurance. Number 7, reduce. And number 8, share. Great things of good life, of good living a good life. I want that, man. I want to get that. So please put the information out there so we can get everybody in the Kong family this. And then when I get because the recording will be up here a little bit later, as soon as we get done here in a couple minutes, I got a boogie. I got to go take care of some things. And then later on this evening, I'll get the recording of this and I'll get it up. And if you could put all of these links to all these different resources, because this is all life-changing stuff that you can share with people. If you're part of the Kong family already, you can use this stuff. You can share this stuff with others. This is all just life-changing stuff. And that's how we go about accomplishing our mission, is by changing people's lives. In case they don't find the links or anything like that, they can always go to my page, Ivan Peralta Jr., and I have all those links in my front page. I am going to put those links under there, and feel free to ask me any questions. You know, I'm always here. I'm always down to, you know, have a conversation or give you information or anything. Again, we don't claim anything that it cures. We don't do anything like that. We just sharing the information. and the knowledge so that you guys can pass it along. And what smart people do, investigate before they make a decision.
Amen. So, and so one last real quick thing, because we love to always end the show this way, is that whoever comes on as a guest, because some of the people that are on here they already know who you are. They're probably even friended up with you and that kind of stuff. But there's probably a few people out there. I know my buddy Rick Anderson, he's on the show, and I know he'd probably love to hook up with you. But remember something, everybody. If you're going to send Yvonne a friend request on Facebook or something like that to try and hook up with him, please do him the common courtesy of telling him why you're sending him this friend request by sending him a message to go along with it that says, hey, I saw you on that crazy show, that Khan family. It was awesome. I want to hook up with you. And, just let him know, because I know probably
that's important.
Requests and
it's important because I get a lot of friend requests that I've been deleting lately because, MySpace, I had a lot of people there and they were just sitting there not doing anything. And MySpace, I am taking it private now, where I'm only selecting a few people. I hate to say it that way because we're in a business to change other people's lives. But, as you know, there's people that just want to be there and want to take up space. So, yes, just like JJ say, if you send a request or a friend, say, hey, this, tell me I was in the show, whatnot, and I'm interested in this, and we could chat, and I'll accept your request. If not, do so, and I see that you're not part of the team or nothing, I am going to be deleting. So sorry about that.
How did they get a hold of you, Ivan? How do they get your information, or what? Give them
HydrationKingdom.com is my email, my website. I also have My Global Success with 1C.com. You could if you want to be part of the team and find out. You can also, if you're Spanish, aguaconenergia.com. It's basically waterwithenergy.com.
Who speaks Spanish?
Agua con energía, for Spanish speakers. And, and my phone number is there. My phone is always open to anybody. The reason why is because when I get to the Lord's house, he's going to ask me how many people I let in my house and how many people I gave them a ride with my vehicle. So I got this knowledge and I want to be able to share with everybody that's possible, but be responsible. It's not a joke and it's serious, and, use time wisely.
What is your phone number, Ivan? Would you mind giving?
My phone number is 401-654-0022. And I'm in the East Side, East Coast, and in Rhode Island. So, I'm the one kicking butt around here. There's a few Massachusetts distributors, but I don't see too much motivation. The car. And
let me see it. Come on, give it to me. Oh.
JJ, the other day I seen that bathroom you made, and I was talking to my wife about doing the basement. I don't know. I might send you an airline ticket with you and your wife so you can spend a few weeks over here if you're interested.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of our goals, is to be able to travel around, man. I want to come and meet and go all over the place. And I know that with my sweetie just purchasing her a Nespa.
I seen that. Yeah.
And our K8 just arrived today. So I'm going to be taking a picture of her. And
the advice, JJ, the advice that I give you now that you have a position and she has a position, all your sales should be under her position. So you can both get two wonderful checks.
Amen, brother.
Matter of fact, I would tell you, get a third position and get the UConn and put every sale under the UConn so they both of you can get to 6A at the same time.
Amen, brother. That's exactly what's going on here. This marketing plan is so incredible.
Yeah, it's more planning. There's a lot of distributors in Enagic that are 6A and they messed up in buildings. So those that don't know and want information, you also hit me up on YouTube how to do, trifecta is not only to buying 3 products to make your upline rich. A trifecta is very important because you could build multiple 6As underneath you with one sales on that one person. Okay, so a lot of people keep that secret. They don't tell their reps. There's a lot of enagics that don't train the reps. So you know, and it'll hurt them in the long run. You know, and I'm talking about experience because I deal with high ends 10 years of distributors out there that never passed 6 days because they never built the right way. So, and that being said, I just want to keep it fair with everybody and, you know, be happy, be healthy, be set, and be free, you know. Well, you know who says that? Amanda Bobbitt. Be happy. She said, be healthy, be happy, be free.
Amen, buddy. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, man, I thank you so much for coming in here today. I'd love to have you back on again. Maybe sometime next time we can have a little discussion about the compensation plan, and you can share with me your method of madness. And I'd love to hear it. I'd love to see it, and I'd love to share it. And that's
definitely. I love to. Yeah, I love that. That's my personal masseuse. She come get some tongue and water when I'm getting my body massage.
Sunday, both of you.
Okay, Sunday. All right. Swedish massage. Oh my God. Can't wait.
Oh, I love it, man.
You know, so
you're looking so good, man. You're looking so good. Every time I see you, you look even better. You look even younger. You're
nice and shiny.
Younger every day, just like
Kangen water, baby. Kangen water.
Nice and shiny, yeah.
Yes. See, if I was working at UPS, I'll be putting Kangen water in people's mail. What do you think? No,
I worked for FedEx, but
FedEx. Oh my bad. Yeah. All right, never mind. I know you guys don't get along. It's like Japanese and Chinese. No, I'm not that one. We all look alike.
Well, I tell you what, buddy. Thank you so much. I love you so much. I appreciate.
I love you guys too. Thank you for having me aboard, and
I love you guys.
Congratulations, JJ. You're killing it over there, man. I see several sales over there.
I need those ones too.
You too? The world, kids.
No, I don't have them, but I need them too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, this works, man. You know, when you start something and you stay at it, doors start opening, brother. You know, it sometimes it doesn't happen to everybody right away, and it just takes more time. But you know, discipline and focus, and get rid of the stuff that's not making you happy, man. Because that sometimes gets in the way to getting your success. You know.
Yeah. No, I got the door closed today, so.
There's only one way to fail at this company, you guys, and that's to quit. If you quit, you
can't quit. You can't quit in this business. Once you're in it for your life. Now, if you're not motivated to do anything, then you're not gonna move out of. But if you're motivated, there's gonna be. It might take you 10 years to get to 6 days, but it's gonna get you there. You know. But once you're in it, there's nothing, because there's no monthly fees, no monthly qualification. You're just, all you got to do is just share it. That's simple. You know, all the business that I've been in, I had a monthly fee to keep online services. I had a internet or to buy something to maintain a position. You know, those you could quit. But here, you're buying something for yourself. And once you own it, you're in it. There's nothing else. So you can't quit.
No.
You can't. So let's get going. Let's start sharing water. Let's get people motivated. I dress like a lady if you want me to. Buy this machine today and I'll dress like a lady. How about that?
I want to see that.
I can't wait to see that one. Ivan Peralta today.
Hey, do you forget that Halloween's around the corner?
Oh, I love it. All right, kids. Well, there you go. Another awesome episode of the Kong Family Show today. Remember, we are the Kong family. We're here to change the world. We're doing it one glass of 9.5, hydrogen rich, oxygen saturated, incredibly hydrating, 9.5 at a time. One awesome guest, one incredibly fun, exciting show, informative, and one amazing family at a time. You guys get out there, change the world, starting with your own. And of course, do not forget your hugs.
The beautiful
so much. Have yourselves an awesome day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again, Yvonne. Appreciate you being here, buddy. And make sure to put all those links in the pages so everybody knows where to go to get all that awesome sauce.
I won't forget.
All right, buddy. Love you, man.
Love you.
See you, Rob. Thanks for being here, brother. Always good to see you.
Remember, be healthy, be happy, be free.
Nobody home.